So it's 9:57 and I see people walking in, but I'm not sure if they're the employees. So we got 10 minutes. Wait, what the? We got 3 minutes left. Sorry. I'm such a disappointment. How did I graduate high school? First off, how did I even pass kindergarten? Like, isn't that where we learned the basics of counting? Oh my god, I have to tell y'all this story that got me so mad. Like, okay, it was in 2nd grade. I won't say the name of this kid because I'm not sure if he remembers it, but I get triggered every time I see him. Like, I don't have nothing against him. It just makes me laugh. Like, I just keep remembering this day. So I was in the 2nd grade. Yes, I'm gonna call her Miss P. We had this math circle thing. It's like I don't even know. It's like a plastic thing. It was a circle and it had numbers like addition and all that kind of math and subtraction and stuff like that. So we were learning addition that day. And I'm only in 2nd grade, so how old was I? My sister, so I think I was 7 or 8, and I don't know. The way we learn now, kids are smart as hell these days. But back then, when you don't have tablets and all that, what is it? I was just a hot mess of a child. And so I always doubt myself so much, I swear. So this is what happened. It was like, the question for me was, like, it goes around and it asks kids 1 + 1, of course you hit 2. So it just, it doesn't add up. It's like, it's like 5 + 3 and all that, So it got to me. It was 2 + 2. And in my head, I was like, it's 4. And then this kid next to me, M, was like, no, hit, it's 5. I'm like, okay. So my stupid ass listened to him and I hit it. The look that teacher gave me literally crushed me. I was just like, I'm sorry. And like, she literally, like, you shouldn't have been a teacher, first of all. The way you taught, like, the way you treated me, or I don't know. Personally, I felt like I was bullied. But the way you were, it was just not right. Like, if you're a teacher and you don't like teaching, why the hell did you major in that career? Go do something else. Go be like a prison ward crap. Don't come over here hurting kids' feelings. So, I mean, as my mentality as a little kid, it was probably worse. Like, I probably thought worse. And she was, I don't know. We think different when we're a little younger. So this is what happened. She literally went like this. But she looked so much meaner. And she just, she breathed so hard. And she was like, really? You think 2 + 2 is 5? And I was like, this kid thought it was. I thought too. So yell at the kid next to me. But I wasn't a smart ass. I was just, I was such a shy, like, that was such a worst thing for me. I was like such a shy ass person. And it literally like broke me. I was like, that's the worst thing you could do as a teacher. Like, literally call out a student who tried their best and you literally make them feel stupid. That's just, well, who the hell are you? Are you Satan himself? And so she was like, I don't know if y'all remember back then, they had like those scales where it's like green, red, yellow. And Hillside Elementary, do y'all remember that? Kids, if y'all remember when we had like the caterpillar thing and it was like a green, you're good, yellow, you were like a not bad, but you weren't good either that day. And red is where you were completely a bad student. This bitch made me, well, I'm old enough, so I don't care anymore, Miss P. But this bitch made me go into my homeroom class, and she told me, move your clip all the way to red. And so I walk in. I remember my teacher. She was so sweet, Miss D. I come in, and I was crying. And first off, all these kids laughed around me. I'm like, bitches, I bet y'all didn't even know what it was either. And all these kids laughed at me when she yelled at me, and I was like, what a way to break someone's spirit, I swear. Yeah, she told me to move my clip, and I went to go, and I went into my homeroom class, and I was just tears bawling, and I was like crying, touching the clip, and my teacher was like, whoa, sweetie, what's wrong? And I tell her, Miss P, ugly and crying, and I couldn't breathe. I was just like, that ugly ass crying. I was like, she told me to move my thing, my clip to red, and then she's like, what you do, baby? And I was like, I didn't know what 2 + 2 was, and I hit 5. And she was like, it's okay. She gave me a hug. It was the best teacher ever. I'm gonna cry. She gave me a hug and she was so supportive, but I was like, that was so unnecessary. Like, why the hell are you punishing me because I didn't know what 2 + 2 was? You didn't have to embarrass me like that. You didn't have to break my self-esteem. But you know what, now I do it myself. I break my own self-esteem. But you know what, Miss P, I know she still teaches too. I know my cousin goes to that school, and I swear he showed me his yearbook and I found her, and I was like, oh, she slick, thought I wasn't gonna find her, but I found her. Why Why would you do that to me? And ever since then, I always felt like I was stupid in math. I never tried. The real grade that I actually started trying in was in 7th grade. And that was when I was already failing that class, but I passed in the end. Because you see here, I am graduated college, even though I'm struggling. And that was the thing. I could never do basic math like division. And I can't do percentages, discount 50% off. I don't know how to do that shit. And I'm not embarrassed. You could call me stupid. You could say all this stuff. But there's many people out there like me that can't do it too. And it's just, I forget, like literally. Yeah, math is repetition over time, but I just literally forget how to do it. And I'm like, I never do sales anyways. I never shop like that. But that's the thing. What is it? Like, don't teach. I swear, if you're those type of teachers, why would you do that? Be those amazing teachers that support. Like, if you got anger issues, don't even come to a student who's like low self-esteem, like just doesn't understand what to do in her own lives. I was hurt, guys. And I've told this story so many times to my friends. I was just like, when I graduated, I was like, I want to go to her and I want to tell her, my math teachers loved me. I did hundreds on those tests. I even got bonus points on those tests. I tutored math. Like, I helped kids who needed, like, assistance with just learning how to do simple, like, I wasn't harsh. I wasn't like, oh, this is wrong. No, hell no. That's not how you teach. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a 19-year-old. But I'm just like, I loved helping tutor my friends in math. It was fun. And I'm just like, I swear, this woman just crushed me that day. And ever since 7th grade, I started trying. In 8th grade, I just flew up from there. I was great. Never had like a below 60 in math whatsoever. There was one time though when I went to high school. It was my freshman class. It was my first math class. It was like the first subject we learned. I forgot. Mean, median, mode. I could not do that crap. I didn't know how. I still don't. I forgot. Well, actually, when I look up videos, I just remember. But I'm like, back then, it was the first thing we learned, I guess. Or it was like, it was a fresh thing that we had to learn again. And I was just, coming back from somewhere, I was stupid. So I was like, And me and my friend, we didn't know how she wrote it. It was like, it was a 45, but it looked like a 95. So I'm like, hey, did I get a 95? And my friend's like, yeah, you probably got a 95. So I was like, Miss Teacher, what is this? And she was like, that's a 45. I was like, well, so yeah, and that was a good amount of time because I put 9 minutes into this story. So I'm gonna go inside Ulta Beauty and look around.